Take my man suit, dip my ladle, you can lick my ladle, woman. Anyway, speaking of licking ladles, I'm gonna make this short because I don't give a fuck. I really don't give, I really don't care. But I don't know what's worse, social media in general or social media surrounded by WWE. I don't know, man. It's like there are some really stupid fucking people out there. Now, the thing that got me going for this was yesterday I saw, like, on Facebook, like, 5 different pages talking about Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion, keep that in mind, is going to he's going to continuously be the champion until he beats CM Punk's record. It's like 400 and some odd days. The only problem is it's a completely different fucking title. They're not even the same title. And all these nitwits are like, oh, he's going to beat the record. He's going to beat the record. Dude, it's not even the same fucking title. Literally not even the same title. Okay? That's just stupid. That's just, oh my god. I mean, you have to be, like, borderline retarded. And a lot of these, like, because a lot of the Cena can't wrestle pages, and Reigns can't wrestle, and Reigns sucks, and all those kind of pages, and there's these other pages that are just like, oh, whatever. They were all promoting that shit. It's like, are you guys fucking retarded or something? Again, not even the same title. But anyways, I want to also talk about, apparently there was a big walkout during the pay-per-view because people were sick of Roman Reigns. Now, I have mixed feelings about Reigns because it's like, I don't want to hate on the guy per se, but he is definitely getting the backlash of a lot of the bullshit that the company is doing. In other words, he's the face of the company, so he's getting lambasted. Now, the problem is, Reigns does have his own issues. He is horrendous on the mic. He is. His last couple promos have been god-awful. Just straight horrendous. They want to paint him as the Samoan badass. His freaking promos, he does not come across that way. So even if you're Vince McMahon and your dick gets hard for this guy, look at what you're promoting. Look at, 2 weeks ago on Raw. Look at his promo. I didn't even watch Raw this week. I didn't even give a fuck. I didn't even watch Backlash. That's how much I didn't give a fuck. I've literally stopped watching the product. It's gotten so god-awful. Now, I will admit the Greatest Royal Rumble was okay, because there was no point to it. It was just, a bunch of people wrestling, It actually kind of reminded me of NXT in a way, where it's like, I don't care. It's like, I like this guy, I like that guy, I don't care who wins. I don't care if he's heel, I don't care if he's face. I don't care. Like, you take a Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano. Yeah, one's a bad guy, one's a good guy. I didn't really care. It was going to be a great match, so who cares? You kind of root for one, but who cares who wins? I like those kind of matches. And you don't get those on the main roster. It's, all this cookie cutter bullshit. And people are getting tired of it. People are legitimately getting tired of it. I mean, let's be honest. They have been doing the same shit since at least Hogan. And that's as far back as I can remember. And they're probably doing it before that. With other guys. But it's the same shit. He goes in there, he gets his ass kicked, he hulks up, does the leg drop, and he puts his hand to his ear and listens to the crowd. That was Hogan. Then fast forward a few years later, Cena. Now, Austin was a different story, but let's fast forward to Cena. Same thing. 5-knuckle shuffle. It's just so stupid. It's not even a real fucking move. It's just like, you can't see me. It's just, no. I mean, at least the leg drop, you could be like, okay. I mean, he literally takes his hand, wiggles it in front of his face, and that's the move. followed up by like a punch to the temple or some shit, or whatever the hell it is, the forehead. It's not even a real move. But for 15 years, we've been subjected to that bullshit. So, okay, fine, whatever. Now you got Reigns jacking his arm off, going, whatever the fuck that is he does in the corner. I don't know what the hell that shit is. But the idiot fans like to do it, so why not? So they're with him, like fucking retards. Honest to God, it's like, instead of handing out $15 hot dogs, they'd be handing out straight jackets and fucking tickets to the nut house, because these Roman Reigns fans are fucking idiots. But, you know, hey, whatever. So he's doing the whatever the hell that thing is, and he's jacking off his arm, because he's going to do the Superman punch. He does 15 Superman punches. You know, one spear's going to take everybody down. And give me a fucking break. Give me a break. First off, the spear's not even that good. Edge had a much better spear, but that's neither here nor there. You know, no, Goldberg didn't have a great spear, but at least his was believable because he was, you know, he was kind of an asshole. So, but I don't know, man. This whole Roman Reigns thing is just, the guy is not believable as a babyface. He's not. He's not good. People are booing him. He is supposed to be the face. He's supposed to be the good guy. And people are booing him. Like, out of the building. Like, it's not just like, oh, the vocal minority. That is such a bullshit term, Vince. Fuck you. Stop making Corey Graves say that shit, because it makes him look stupid. Okay? Well, they boo the ones that they like, and they like the ones that they boo. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. People are booing Reigns because they're booing you, Vince. That's what it is. They're sick of your shit. You're old, you're senile, and you need to move the fuck on. Because your shit is garbage. You look at NXT, holy Christ, it's a wonderful product. It is the single greatest freaking thing. I cannot believe, honest to God, I have to sometimes slap myself in the dick just to realize that's a WWE product. You watch Raw? I fall asleep 9 out of 10 times watching Raw. And I watch it on Hulu the next day. So it's not even like, oh, I'm up at like 10:30. I'm falling asleep, you know, mid-afternoon. Okay, SmackDown, I don't even watch SmackDown anymore. That show is so fucking garbage. Road Dogg needs to get his dick kicked in. That guy is a fucking imbecile across the board. And I'm being nice when I say that. That show has gone right down the shitter. They're like, oh, we're going to have the big shake-up, because you can't call it draft, because Vince, oh, I don't like the draft. Oh. Okay, so we're going to call it the big shake-up. So what they do, they take Wrestler A from Raw and move him over to SmackDown, and then take Wrestler B from SmackDown and move him over to Raw. Well, guess what? That's great, but when your creative team fucking sucks, it's basically the same shit, different day, with different people. I'm sorry, since this shakeup, both products have been god-awful. They've been unwatchable. I'm not even going to waste my fucking time. You don't understand, I am a loser. I have nothing. I have nothing. This is what I do. I watch this bullshit. And I can't even subject myself to it anymore. It has gotten to the point that somebody as depressed and fucking worthless as myself, I can't even, I feel that I have more value to the universe and to God than to waste my brain cells watching this bullshit. Okay? I'm sorry, it is absolutely horseshit. Oh, we're gonna get Reigns over. Oh, you've been trying for 4 years. No, actually, shit, I'm closer to 5. And you done fucked it up every single time. He is not a believable babyface. You need to get that out of your fucking head. Oh, make it work. Oh, no, Vince, you're not, motherfucker. Has it worked? No. Guess what? Backlash, Sunday night. Guess what happened? There was fucking chance of, let's beat the traffic, or whatever the fuck it is. Beat the traffic. And people were walking the fuck out during the main event with Roman Reigns. I don't think I've ever seen that. Now, granted, there may have been, like, you know, back in the day when it was in black and white, that shit may have happened, where they're throwing beer bottles and condoms in the ring and shit. Okay. I've seen where they throw chairs in the ring, and they buried that one dude. I forgot what was it. Who the hell was that? Was it like? I can't remember, but they buried that one motherfucker in like steel chairs. Dude, they threw like 80 steel chairs in the ring. There's like a human being underneath these fucking things. And I mean, it wasn't like whatever, man. That shit was funny. I mean, it probably wasn't funny to be under all that shit because just. Well, I remember when Hogan turned heel and they started throwing shit in the ring. They literally filled the ring with trash. He literally got booed out of the ring. But he got booed out of the ring for the right fucking reasons. Because it's Hulk Hogan. Say your prayers, say your vitamins, kiss your dick, whatever it was. And he turned evil and became Hollywood Hogan, which is like the greatest thing in history of wrestling ever. I mean, Jesus, can you imagine? Can you imagine if Cena had turned heel? But oh no, we gotta worry about those little kids in the wheelchairs, and God bless them, but hey, guess what? Little kids in wheelchairs, they're not paying your fucking bills there, Vince and stuff. Guess what? They don't pay your bills. I do. Okay, now you don't want to turn Roman Reigns heel? Fine, but listen, I've been watching this shit long enough to know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm not saying it boastfully, I'm saying that it's just a simple fact of what you're producing is shit. And I'm telling you right now, if you're not going to turn Roman Reigns full heel, and I would hook him up with AOP, because AOP ain't doing jack shit. They ain't doing jack shit. You hook him up with them. Now, they may not be Samoan, but who gives a shit? Oh, they're Iranian or something. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? You have the new and improved Shield. You have those two big motherfuckers, and you have Roman Reigns. And then you give that motherfucker the title while he's being heel. You want to talk about somebody getting the fuck over. Now, he's going to get booed, but he's going to get booed for the right reasons. Okay, not because, he's a babyface and nobody wants to see him, because people want to tell Vince to go fuck himself, and because this is basically the only way people can voice their opinion to Vince, because, I got my hand on the pulse. No, dude, you don't have your hand on the pulse of the WWE Universe. You got your hand up your fucking ass, and the pulse that you're feeling is yours, and it's flatlined 20 years ago. Fuck you. Okay, this Saturday morning superstar bullshit that you've been giving us since like 1988 is boring. It's boring. Well, you're just a smart mark. You goddamn right I'm smart mark. You know why? Because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like back in the day, and I don't remember where this was, but Stephanie said something, and it's on the network. And she said something, and it kind of pissed me off. And she didn't mean anything by it. But she irritated me she irritates me in general because her voice is like, nah, Monday night. Like, Jesus, Stephanie, shut the fuck up, I hurt my throat doing that. It's like, literally, it sounded like somebody took a cat, shoved a brick up its fucking ass, and shoved it down her throat. It's like, Jesus, woman, holy fuck. Now, she tones her shit down, she's okay. Okay, she tones her shit down, she's okay. I can deal with her. But when she starts doing it, no, stop that. Whatever. I don't want to get into that. But she said something, and it kind of bugged me. And I think it was in regards to even Andre. Basically, she said that she used to grow up with the greats in the locker room. And that she has a great love for the business. Well, you know what? I didn't grow up with the greats in the locker room. I grew up with the greats on my fucking TV. I have a love for the business myself. From this end of it. The viewer point of view. Okay? Now, I know they don't give a fuck about that stuff. They don't, like Triple H, he don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. He don't care about the social media. He don't care about that kind of shit. And I can understand it to a degree, although that is a little antiquated, especially in this day and age. It's, with social media the way it is, that's a bit of an antiquated viewpoint. But, I am telling you right now, as a fan, the product you are giving us is bullshit. Because their logic is, we'll just sit there and enjoy it. Well, I'm not going to sit there and enjoy it. That's like saying, shove something up my fucking ass and I'll smile. No. You ask nicely before you shove stuff up my ass. I mean, you can do it. I don't care. You shove whatever the fuck you want up my ass. But hey, I'm kidding. But, give me a break here. At least put some lube on that motherfucker. That's all I'm asking. If you're gonna hog tie a product that has been beloved and people have watched for 20, 30 years, you gotta come up with something new. I understand that it's hard to come up with new stuff when you do an episodic weekly fucking show that's like 1,000 plus. Okay, I understand that. But when you're doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over every fucking day. Yeah, I watch NXT. It's new and fresh every day. Yeah, they're doing stuff that we've seen before, but they're doing it in new ways. I don't understand. I would love to... seriously. I would love to know how in the fuck, and I say fuck with the most... I don't even know. How can the main roster take AJ Styles and Nakamura, the dream match, and turn it into the biggest fuck fest of bullshit that no one wants to see? I don't want to see those two guys anymore. How can you take Bobby fucking Roode, who was amazing in NXT, and just turn him into somebody I don't give a fuck if I ever see again? Within, like, what, 3 months, 4 months? 5 months, 6, whatever the fuck it's been. How do you do that? How in the... because, of course, Vince, he knows... His idea is that, well, Bobby Roode's music is too babyface or whatever, so now we got to turn heel Bobby Roode, which was great, by the way, into a babyface, because the music needs to match up. Now, fuck you. That's what made it so great, because he had a theme song people wanted to sing to, the Glorious, Gloria. People wanted to sing to that shit, and then he comes out and acts like a prick, and is like, yeah, he's like, you're singing to his music, and he comes out and tells you that you, the fan, you're a fucking idiot, basically. That's funny. That's wonderful. That is beautiful. Yeah, they ruined it. I don't want to see Bobby Roode ever again. I love them in NXT. Few months ago. I don't care. I really don't even care. See it almost same thing. I don't care anymore. I don't even think he's been on yet. He moved up to SmackDown. I don't even think he's been on. Maybe he has. I haven't watched it. I don't give a fuck. I just don't care. I just simply don't give a shit. They have ruined... I mean, seriously, the amount of talent that they have, and they ruin it. They completely destroy it because of this antiquated... Saturday morning superstar bullshit mentality from 20, 30 years ago that just is, it just doesn't play out today. I'm sorry. No, listen, I'm sorry. You cannot be Vince McMahon and sit there in gorilla position with Kevin Dunn's fist up your fucking ass, playing with your fucking prostate, watching Roman Reigns and say, yeah, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You cannot... No. Dude, if Vince is not seeing what the fuck I'm seeing on my TV, then that motherfucker need to get some glasses or something. Or take some medication. Because the motherfucker's senile as shit. Because if he's not seeing it, it's like, oh, Roman Reigns, The guy does not have what it takes. He doesn't. Now, I'm not trashing his in-ring, but his mic skills are garbage. He is not believable. He's not. And then to have him come out to literally being booed out of the building and then not even acknowledge it. Now, like I said, you don't want to turn him full heel? Fine, but he has to at least go mid-road where he's giving it back to the people booing at him. Because that could maybe work, because he would give it back to the fans booing him, and the people who love him would be like, well, they deserved it because they're booing him, blah, blah, blah. So you'd still keep all that, all the kids in the wheelchairs, oh, make a wish, bullshit. Fine, that's great, but guess what? Your product is suffering because of it. But they don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a shit about that. Because, now you think about it. Now, I don't give a fuck about Attitude Era, but if you look back, they were doing 8s and 7s, 6s, 7s, 8s in the freaking ratings, and then we're going to expand it. We're going to include the children again, and we're going to get the old people again, and then get the grandparents, and it's going to be a family event. And they're barely able to do 2 in the rating. They're lucky if they do 2. They went from 8s at the highest, let's say 6 is average, to 2. That means they've alienated a shitload of people. They've made a watered down bullshit product that no one wants to watch. Dude, if you can't even pull in a 2 rating or a 3 rating on a regular basis and you have zero competition, really, that says something. That's got to say something. So to sit there and say, well, you just sit there and enjoy the product. How am I supposed to enjoy a product that is getting 2 in the rating? Back when you motherfuckers were giving us 3s, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8s. Yeah, I'm just supposed to sit there and say, yeah, this is great. Thanks, WWE. Another award-winning week, you fucks. Really? No. 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 You're going to give me shit, I'm going to give it right back to you. You're not entertaining me, I'm going to tell you about it. Now, it's gotten to the point where it's gotten hostile now because, you say, hey, guess what? This is kind of boring, guys. Same shit, week after week. More Roman Reigns. Same shit. More people jump on that bandwagon. Oh, it's a vocal minority. Well, it might be a vocal minority, but there's a lot more people now. A lot of people walking out. A lot of people walking out that main event. That's just the start of it. You wonder why they bring out the beach ball during freaking WrestleMania. If the product was good, there would be no beach ball. They're not bringing out the beach ball because they want to hijack the show. No, they're bored as fuck, dude. That's why they do it. That is why they do it. People are bored. They're sick of the shit. They're sick of the same cookie cutter bullshit. Now, like I said, I don't even understand how NXT is in the same universe. I mean, literally the same multiverse that WWE main event main roster is in. I don't get it. It's like, I don't know, it's like some glitch in the Matrix or something, because there's no way that WWE can produce something that's that good and then the rest of the time give us a bunch of bullshit. I really don't get it. Now, whoever they got creatively, booking, whatever, Vince, collective, Stephanie, collective, whatever, shit ain't working, man. That shit ain't working. What's that old saying? If you want to get it right, sometimes you got to go a long way out to come a few steps back, or whatever the fuck that statement is. Well, you know what? When it comes to Roman Reigns, motherfucker, you're gonna have to take a long step back and come back with, you're basically gonna have to bite the bullet, because this shit ain't working. Shit just ain't working. You can sit there and say it's a vocal minority all you want. But even still, even if you're going to just pan it off as that bullshit, you cannot sit there and tell me that watching his performance on the mic, and that's him. Now, I will be fair to him specifically because he is overly protected, he is overly scripted, and his stuff is boring. His stuff is god-awful. Whoever is writing for him, it's not good, and he's not delivering it well. I don't know if you give him bullet points and you try to let him go. I think they tried doing that. It's just he's not very good. He's not very good at that, and that is a key issue. Now, what pisses me off is you got somebody like Joe who can deliver a fucking promo like nobody's business, but then you sit there and bury his ass to put Roman Reigns over, and it does nothing. Oh, Reigns won again. Hoo. You know who needed that freaking win? Joe. Why? Because he's going up against AJ Styles for the title. But no. Let's bury Joe. Yeah, I use bury in a collective overall sense. They did fuck his momentum, so yeah, bury is a good word. Call it what you will. And Roman Reigns won. Ooh, that does nothing. Because first off, Joe is now SmackDown, so it doesn't matter. Reigns is Raw. Joe is SmackDown. But, he beat Joe. Well, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Why? Because you put the fucking shake-up 2 weeks before it should have happened. The shake-up should have been this week. Instead of having matches that were set up a week in advance, 2-3 weeks in advance for Backlash, which happened the other night. Then what you did is you took the shake-up and you took the people that were in the matches and you moved some to the other product, the SmackDown brand, and now you've got this inter-promotional brand. Yeah, but it looks stupid. It looked fucking stupid. I'm sorry. It was just dumb. That whole thing was just dumb. Absolutely stupid. Like for example, take Miz and Rollins. Like Miz was going to win the title and bring it to SmackDown when the other title was already there. Really? United States Championship's already there. He's going to win the Intercontinental Championship. So basically, those two titles are going to be on one brand. Really? Like, he had any chance of freaking winning? Again, you shot yourself in the dick on that one. And then what do we get? We get garbage. Same fucking garbage, just with different people. They've literally taken Braun Strowman, made him boring. I don't even really care about Braun Strowman anymore. Oh, let's team him up with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is absolute god-awful. He may be something special, but his run since he's been back, he's damn near killed like 3 different guys. He dropped a couple of them on her fucking head. No. You can come up with whatever excuse. Oh, the WWE took away his move, his Devastator, whatever the fuck it is, or whatever move it was called. He took this away and took that away and blah blah blah. And then he's doing that stupid suplex shit where he holds the guy up for 45 seconds. Yeah, and then he drops him on her fucking head because it's awkward. He dropped him. He dropped, literally, what? Big Cass, he damn near broke his fucking neck. Damn near killed Joe. And there's somebody else, I can't remember. Finn or somebody, I can't remember. Damn near killed him. Dropped on her fucking head. I don't know, man. I don't know. And seriously, Lashley comes out, he has got no reaction. None. Like, people are just sitting there like, okay. Wait, I don't know, man. And WWE has done nothing to try to get this guy over. They've done nothing with him since he's been back. Now, to be fair, he's only been back for a short time. I understand that, blah, blah, blah. But not a good start. I mean, Lashley himself is fucking up in the ring, and WWE is doing nothing with him. So he's just kind of like... Pfft. Like, if they fired him right now, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to miss him. No one. And I hate saying that. I don't want to be mean to the guy. I want the guy to succeed. I want Roman Reigns to succeed. I want Bobby Lashley to succeed. I want all these guys to succeed. And girls, too. Nia Jax, god-awful in the ring. I want her to succeed, but she's not that good. She's not that good. She shouldn't be champion. She's not that good. You know? I want these people to succeed. I watch NXT. I want them to succeed. I want them all to succeed. See, the problem is there's nobody there that I really other than Diva Marie when she was there, but everybody hated her because she was just, she was just a bimbo. She looked good. She just not very good in the ring and didn't really give a damn about actually wrestling. She was just there to, push her career. At least, that's how it came across, and it didn't work out. They kind of painted her in a really bad light. And she too was getting booed out of the freaking ring. So, and it sucks because she had a great look. She had a very good look. But she was hurting people too. She was damn near killing people. Don't get me wrong, shit happens. Like Sasha did with, what's her face? Paige. Fucked her up. But, that shit happens. Joe damn near killed Tyson Kidd. That shit happens. It's, it's part of the business. But, when you're doing it over and over and over and over and over and over again, problem. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. But you want to put Reigns over, you've got to make me give a damn about Reigns. Right now, his persona as a babyface does not work. It's not believable. You can love Roman Reigns all you want, but as far as him being quote-unquote a badass, he is not portraying that verbally. And even in the ring, not even that well. He's not. Like, you look at Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was a badass. He was a badass all the time. He sounded like a badass, he looked like a badass, and his in-ring was a badass. Okay, so maybe you could give Reigns a pass in-ring. Okay. Occasionally. See, the problem with Reigns, he has these looks. It's like, one look, he looks like a badass, and next minute he looks derpy. It's like, derp. I don't know what it is, whether... I don't know, but he has like this... His fashion sense is god-awful, too. That's another thing. And of course, WWE did nothing to help that either. It's like, oh, I'm the Samoan badass, but here's a picture of me with my daughter sipping tea in little plastic teacups. And don't get me wrong, it's great. He's a family man, loves his kid. Look, I get it. But when you're trying to paint him as like this killing machine, okay, it's like, oh, I'm a killing machine, and then you got a little kid sitting there. It just doesn't work. You can't play both sides like that. Especially when the guy really is... Because at that point, when that happened, he was still kind of in the middle, where it's like they're pushing him, but he's not really there yet. Well, he's still not there yet, but you know what I mean. He's not... So he was kind of floundering before he even started. See, to me, what happened, a lot of people say, well, it's on Daniel Bryan. It had nothing to do with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan had nothing to do with any of this. See, because what happened was, when he was with the Shield, yeah, he was the Samoan badass. He wasn't saying much. He was just kind of in the background. He was like, he's kind of mysterious, and he had that look, and it was good. It worked. And then, of course, the Shield broke up, so on and so forth. They kind of went their own way. And then Roman Reigns really didn't... See, Dean Ambrose had his own theme and then his own gimmick. Rollins had his own theme and gimmick. And then Reigns kind of had the... He was like burning the candle for the Shield, where he had the Shield theme. And he was still wearing the little vest, the little riot vest and all the other bullshit. And it was like he didn't really have his own identity. Which was a lot of the problem. Now, I understand you don't want to get rid of that music, and I understand that. But, he should have at least had his own identity, and Now, notice, the other two went off, and they were relatively successful. Reigns, not so much. He hasn't really been successful. You can sit there, well, you got this, that, He hasn't been successful. He's not over in the sense that, okay, yeah, I'm sure there were people who hated Stone Cold. I'm sure there were people who hated The Rock, like when they were baby faces. There's a difference between when Rock turned heel and people were booing him, or Austin turned heel and people were booing him. There's a difference between that versus Reigns is supposed to be a good guy. He's getting booed extensively, a lot. So you can say, oh, it's a vocal minority. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of people booing. There's a lot of people in those arenas booing. It ain't just a vocal minority. Okay, it's not. Now, you can sit there and say, well, it's 50-50, 50-50, like with Cena, Cena, let's go Cena sucks. Okay, fine, maybe it was 50-50 on that one. You got the little girls and the petite men who love Cena. Yeah, okay, fine, that's a different story. You could probably argue that. Although it's a similar situation, but... Again, let me get back to this. So, that's essentially what happened. He had no identity. Or at least not one of his own. So, he was kind of a holdover from S.H.I.E.L.D. And, like I said, he had no identity. So, then what happened? And I blame The Rock on this. The Rock is the problem. The Rock is why Reigns is not getting over. Because what happened? Rock came back, Did the whole thing with Cena, like, oh, let's have a feud next year at WrestleMania. So he had to wait a whole fucking year, which I can't believe that whole year went by, and then like multiple years after that went by. But whatever, it's just weird to me. But so, anyways, the two of them went at it. You know, Hollywood Rock comes back. You know, he comes back from Hollywood. He wins the title for 3 months at WrestleMania, and he drops it to Cena, and then he takes off again. Okay, fine. It's The Rock. You can deal with that. It was nice to see him back. He had a feud with Cena. Cena sucks. Blah blah blah. Fine, 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 fine. Okay. Oh, fine, fine. Okay. Again, it's The Rock. You can get away with that. But then what did WWE do the next year? Now keep in mind, at this point, Roman Reigns is over. He is being cheered. People like him. He's in the Royal Rumble. What did they do? They brought back Dave Bautista. Not like Dave. I give him credit. When he came back, he wrestled. He was on Raw, SmackDown. He wrestled. He wasn't one of these part-timers who just sit there and sucks dick, you know, collecting a paycheck. He actually worked. I give him credit. I respect that. Now, he only did it for 3-4 months, but I respect the fact that when he was here, kind of a deal. You know? I mean, he did way more matches than The Rock did. Did way more matches than Goldberg did. Way more matches than Lesnar did. Yeah, guess who didn't get the title? And guess who did get the title? Fuck them. Fuck those guys. But anyways, you bring in Hollywood Batista. Similar situation with The Rock. A year later, it became plain as day. He shows up into the Royal Rumble, and what's he do? He throws out Roman Reigns. That moment right there, that key moment, is when Roman Reigns' momentum went right into the toilet, and people were done with him. Because what happened after that? You go into that next Monday Night Raw, and it was a dude holding up a sign that says "Boo this man," and it was a picture of Batista, and he got the nickname Bootista. And then of course then he had the blue trunks, and he got the nickname Bluetista, which was kind of funny. But then Bootista got booed out of the building because he was, you know, a Hollywood guy coming back for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, getting the title at WrestleMania and blah blah blah. People got tired of that because WWE kept doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. And then what happened? Shortly after that, there was this big explosion of people were pissed off. They were booing Batista out of the building. And they were pissed off. And then it all came down to, well, Daniel Bryan. It was Daniel Bryan. It was all about Daniel Bryan. The fans wanted Daniel Bryan, so let's put Daniel Bryan into the WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan had nothing to do with it. Daniel Bryan was basically a Band-Aid on the little hole in the dam, because the dam was about to give way, where people were just going to go, eh. Okay, and they threw Daniel Bryan into that mix to say, oh, well, you wanted Daniel Bryan, here you go. Had nothing to do with Daniel Bryan. Roman Reigns was supposed to win. He was the second to last man in that ring. You know, if he threw up Batista, it would have been fine. He goes on to WrestleMania. He gets the title. We'd be talking a different story today. I guarantee you that. But the minute Batista threw him over the ring, that's over the rope, that's when it happened. That's exactly where it started. And again, it all harkens back to The Rock coming back for his little 3-month stint with the title. And then he wanted to do it again with Batista, and people were sick of that shit. People were tired of the same stupid cookie-cutter bullshit. So, and then, because then what happens after that? Well, then WWE comes out and says, oh, you wanted Roman Reigns, now we're going to give Roman Reigns the push. Now Roman Reigns gets the corporate push. Well, that did no favors, because now people are over Roman Reigns. They're over him. You completely murdered his career right there. You completely took his momentum, because if he had won that and gone on to WrestleMania, it would have been great. But what happened? You fucked it up. And then all of a sudden you're going to give him a faux, fake corporate push. Now he's the guy that everybody wants, that Vince is behind. And once you put Vince behind it, that's when it went south. Now that's why people are booing him. That's exactly why people are booing him. Because people are booing Vince. They're sick of Vince's bullshit. They are sick of Vince and his old, antiquated ideas. It's a fact. I watched this product long enough, and I'm telling you, that's what happened. Because again, people want to say, "Oh, it was Daniel Bryan." Daniel Bryan, like I said, had not a damn thing to do with it. Daniel Bryan was a means to an end because people were so pissed off that Roman Reigns got thrown out of the freaking Rumble, and that Batista was going on with Randy Orton, which nobody wanted to see, for the freaking title as the main event at WrestleMania, which is just god awful. And they had to throw Daniel Bryan in there just to make it a better match. It had to be. So that was the downfall. That's why Roman Reigns sucks. That's why people don't like him. And then he doesn't cut a good promo. He just doesn't. So now you've got this corporate pushed guy who is the guy, the big dog. Okay. And he's not that good as far as being believable as a character. Now, I'd give him a whole new makeover, to be honest with you. Shit. I would turn him into a legitimate badass. Give him... I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking like earrings and like leather or something, or just black, just like a black leather coat or something. Almost like a Diesel look, kind of. Just make him look like a stupid fucking prick. Like he just like a smirky little fuck ass. Like you just want to punch in the fucking mouth. You make him a heel, and you give him that, and you have him go out and say, "Oh, you guys want to boo me? Fuck you." I mean, obviously he's not gonna say "fuck you," but you get my point. Or something, anything. Give him something to work with. And the guy has nothing to work with as part of the problem. And he can't grow on the mic if he has nothing to work with. If he's just going to come out and spew a bunch of stupid corporate bullshit, like, oh, the corporation, Vince and the corporation and the machine of WWE is coming against me, and I won the Rumble, and I won this, and, I won the cage match. I'm an undisputed champ. Nobody cares about any of that. Nobody gives a shit about that. First off, he didn't win the freaking cage match. Now, I don't know if it was intentional. I assume it was. But his little foot was up in that little ring apron. His foot never touched. So when Brock, yes, he was on the cage. He rolled the fuck out. Both his feet were on the floor. Reigns' little digits were up on the ring apron. Yeah, one foot was on the ground, but the other one wasn't, so I don't know what to tell you. It's like, no, you didn't win, motherfucker. You didn't win. You didn't win. The whole point of the cage match was whoever gets the fuck out of the cage. So Brock got out of the cage before he did, so, and not only that, but his 2 feet and Brock's 2 feet hit the floor before Reigns did. Because what happened was Reigns hit the thing, rolled over, one foot landed, and the other foot got caught up in the stupid apron. That little smock they got there, that little flap thing, little whatever that thing is, clothy flap thing they got there. Which I think they did purposely, so it's kind of like, well, did he win? Did he not win? That's all it was. They're working you, and then all of a sudden it's coming out with like, but I won. No, you didn't, motherfucker. You didn't win shit. You don't want to insult the intelligence of the fans, yet I can see clear evidence of your fucking foot never hit the stupid floor. Now you're going to try to tell me you won? Give me a break. I mean, seriously, it's not about being a smart mark. It's about being, what am I seeing on TV? I mean, listen, I want to suspend belief like anybody. But when you're giving me a load of horse shit, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's believable. No, it's not believable. You're making a product that's not believable, and a product that's boring. Well, whose fault is that? I didn't put it together. I didn't book that shit. I'm not Vince McMahon. I didn't greenlight that garbage. I'm just sitting here watching you, telling you, you guys can do better. I've seen you do better. I know you can do better. Why don't you give us better? You talk about you don't want to insult the intelligence of the fans, and you care about the WWE universe. Then do fucking better. I know it's not that easy and blah blah blah. Listen, I can understand that. I am not going to sit there and say that every single solitary weekly show has to be a home run. Like, NXT had, what was it, a couple weeks ago, they had a show that was boring as fuck, but it wasn't bad. I mean, compared to what they normally do, this was very subpar, but it was still very good. I would take one of these subpar NXTs over a month of even Raw at its best. It's still garbage. So, listen, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, you're entitled. I'm entitled to good programming. I am. I believe that. Again, I'm not saying they all have to be winners, but okay, fine. You could phone in a couple. That's fine, but to phone in years worth of freaking product, okay, that's a little bit of a problem. So anyways, I don't know, man. People walking out on the product. People are booing it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna go guns blazing. You're gonna go down with the ship. Well, why? Why not just accept the fact? Okay, this is not working. You know how I know it's not working? You know how I know? Because you've tried it. You've been doing it for 5 years and nothing. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. If you haven't noticed that it's not... Holy Christ, if you cannot acknowledge the fact that this guy's push is getting worse and worse and worse, and those vocal minority, quote unquote, are getting louder and more... even the fucking people in Saudi fucking Arabia were not giving him the stellar chance that he was, that they were expecting. Even a few of them were booing him. So, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. You gotta make him heel to make him good. Because he turns heel, and then he has a chance to turn face again. And once he turns face, I don't know. That may not even work. But it'll work a lot better. You've got at least a better opportunity than staying the course and saying, oh, no, we're not going to change. It's going to be this, and fuck what the fans say. Fuck what everybody else says. They're booing him out of the building. They're walking out during the main event. Main fucking event, they're walking out. They paid money to walk out of the main event. Do you understand that? They're paying money to walk out of the main event. I'll say that again. Paying money to walk out of the event. Yet it's working there, Vince. It's working like a fucking... Oh, woo! Are you shitting me? He can't be that old and senile. And if he is, he's going to take this product and basically ruin it. And I love the product too much to, like I said earlier, Stephanie said that she grew up with, the greats in the locker room. Well, I grew up on the greats on my TV. I want this product to be watchable to a next generation of children who... Now, I understand there's a difference because, you're watching Hogan back in the day, and it's stupid. It's probably the same exact bullshit that we're seeing today, but it's just your kid. You don't recognize it. You're like, oh my God, he's larger than life, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know, man. If Roman Reigns is supposed to be larger than life, I kind of feel bad for this current generation if that's their superhero, I do. I feel bad for them because they need better. And Reigns needs to do better. He does. He needs to do better. I mean... But again, I understand that WWE scripts him. They script him too much. They protect him too much. I understand that. And it's not all him. But there are certain things that he can do. Like putting some energy into his promos. And his promos are not. They're fucking horrible. I mean... Like, I see him come on and say, I don't stop what I'm doing to see what he's... to listen to him. Triple H comes out, I stop, I listen to what he's doing. Kurt Angle comes out, I stop, I listen to what he's doing. Reigns comes out, I fast forward it. It's irrelevant. First off, 9 out of 10 times he says stuff, it doesn't even have any relevance at all. It's like, I won the cage match. I beat Brock Lesnar. He's not here. Oh, that's your superhero for tweener generation? Really? Oh, surprise, Lesnar's not here. Surprise, you still fucking suck. Swear to God. You know, again, I'm not I'm not gonna pretend that it's easy and it's just, hey, listen, I'm not, he's the professional, I'm not. Well, he's not doing it professionally enough that he should be. And I'm sorry, you cannot sit there and say that he does that promo work flawless. You cannot. Joe does it flawless. What do? They shit on him. Bray Wyatt gives the best promos. They shit on him. Bray Wyatt used to be over. Bray Wyatt was mega over. Like, to the point of, like, insanely over. And then what they do, they fed him to Cena, not once, not twice, but 3 different fucking times. They fed the entire Wyatt family to Cena numerous times. It's only a testament to how great Bray actually is that he's still there. Even though he's boring as fuck because they do nothing with him. And that's WWE, that's not him. But again, it's a testament to how great the guy actually is at what he does. I mean, seriously, if you can take corporate dumping on you and you're still mildly relevant, now he's kind of fallen off the wayside. They're kind of pushing him in a different direction now, and it's But he should never been in that place. He was super over back in the day. Like, people were chanting and shit, chanting for him and stuff, and it was like, I don't understand. If somebody gets over, why does Vince feel the need to shit on them? Like, Rusev is over. Why does he shit on that guy? Why? Why does Rusev not have a fucking title? Why does Braun not have a fucking title? No, not that stupid Christmas colored piece of shit that he won in Saudi Arabia. Fuck that thing. Why does Elias not have a title run yet? Oh, but we're gonna keep it on Brock. Oh, we're gonna keep giving Roman Reigns 15 fucking title shots, even though he's lost every single solitary one. But yeah, no, let's give him one more. Cause yeah, sure, people aren't tired of that freaking matchup. Dude, I don't know, man. Joe, why the fuck doesn't Samoa Joe have a freaking title yet? Why? Why does he not have a title? But no. Let's give Reigns another fucking opportunity to be a schmuck. We'll get him over this time. Vince and Kevin Dunn sucking each other off in the back. We'll get him over. One more time, Vince. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Your product is gone down the freaking tubes. Thank the Christ for Wednesday night. I said this in my last WWE review. If it was not for NXT, I would cancel Hulu, because I don't give a fuck, and I would cancel the network. I absolutely would. The only reason I keep that network is because NXT. And because I have NXT, I have the pay-per-view. And because I have the pay-per-view, I get Hulu so I can keep up with Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. I could save almost $20 a month dumping that shit. And I probably should. Dump it. There's no pay-per-view in June because they put like 3 of them within like 3 weeks. And now there's not another one for another 6 weeks. It's like, what the fuck? They should have moved Backlash next month or something. Into June or something. Or I don't know, man. It's frustrating. It's literally frustrating. I want to sit there and suspend belief and sit there and say, "Yay, Roman Reigns! He's so believable. I like what they're doing with this guy." And I like what they're doing with Joe, and I like what they're doing with Finn, and it's like, oh, they got Finn, and this one, and that one, and oh, Finn's had the title, and this one's had the title, and it's just, I can't wait to see who gets the title next, and they don't do any of that. They basically took the title, gave it to Lesnar, held it hostage for over a year, and then had Reigns be a schmuck. That's basically what it is. And then everybody else is not even on the radar. Bobby Roode, how do you have Bobby goddamn Roode and do nothing with him? How do you have Samoa Joe and not do a fucking thing with him? How do you have... I mean... God, it's like... Why? Why? I could suspend belief and just enjoy the show if the show was good. If the show took these wrestlers that I like and actually used them, and actually put them in meaningful spots, and actually put them in meaningful storylines, and actually gave me something to care about. You got a guy like Tyler fucking Breeze, who arguably, I will argue, should have been NXT champion back with Kid and Neville back in the day. He gets called up, they did nothing with him. Nothing. Nothing. He has been sucking dick for, what, 2 years now, 3 years, 4 years. And it's all because Vince McMahon gets all poo-pooey over some stupid, petty bullshit. Look what he did to Triple H over the stupid curtain call. Well, you know what? Some of these fucking wrestlers don't have 2 years of their career they can just flush down the toilet because Vince McMahon is all poo-pooey because he didn't get his way. Because, Titus O'Neil grabbed him by the arm. Oh, don't grab the boss. Oh. Yeah, fire the black guy during Black History Month, you fucking old man. You stupid senile old fuck. You... Oh, my God. Oh, but it wasn't racist. Which I'm sure it wasn't, but... I mean, seriously... You can't fire a black guy for grabbing your arm playfully. Not even 30 days. I think they gave him 60 days. And then during Black History Month. I mean, Jesus, God, no, it is what it is. Maybe he shouldn't have done it, whatever. But you clearly see he wasn't fucking. He was just fucking around. It wasn't like malicious or like, oh, first I'm gonna throw you down and fucking ass. Oh, of course he probably liked that, but I mean, come on, give me a break. And then he completely. I mean, his career was fucking ruined before that anyway. I don't know, man. Hey, it's not my multi-million-dollar company. You got a great freaking storyline with Sasha Banks and freaking Bayley. They don't do shit with that. Oh, we're gonna put that on hold and we're gonna give you Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Yeah, woohoo. Yeah, fat shaming. Yeah, that's yep. I wonder how much Stephanie had to do with that one. I want to enjoy it. Dude, I'm sorry. I turn on Wednesday night. Well, I don't watch it. I don't watch it Wednesday night. I usually watch it like Friday or Saturday. And sometimes I even like to binge watch. I watch like 3 or 4 NXTs back to back because I waited 3 or 4 weeks, but whatever. But my God, I love watching NXT. It's like I can't wait to see the next one. I can't wait to see what they're doing. The shit's gonna be on tomorrow. I can't wait. I want to see what's going on. Adam Cole, baby. I can't wait. I love Adam Cole. The guy literally saved my life today. Honest to God, Adam Cole saved my fucking life today. No joke. It was warm out. And when I came back, I basically overexerted myself to the point I couldn't catch my breath. And it was hot. And when I was breathing in, it wasn't like good airflow. Because it was just like hot, shitty air to like, right in your face. And I couldn't breathe, basically. And my heart's pounding. And it's like, you're breathing like as heavy as you can. Now, this happened to me a couple weeks ago, but it wasn't as bad. But it was still bad enough. Because as I'm sitting there thinking about it, that I can't breathe, I start to have a panic attack over the fact that I can't breathe. This happened the second time And I be serious. Have you ever been to the point where you can't breathe? You're having a hard time breathing because like you've overexerted yourself. Now, it doesn't matter what I was doing, and I'm not in shape, so I wasn't really doing anything. But I couldn't breathe. Let's just put it that way. I was at a point where I couldn't breathe, and I had to like calm down and catch my breath and get the heart rate back and going. And as I was thinking about it, I started, like I said, to have a panic attack. Now, if you picture what a panic attack is, and then you can't breathe to begin with, so now you start hyperventilating while you're having a panic attack, thinking about the fact you can't breathe. Not a good combination. That is not cool. Just simply not cool. And I'm sitting there and I have to literally close my eyes. And I'm taking deep breath, and I'm thinking I gotta think about something. I gotta like because I'm thinking about the fact I can't breathe, and the more I think about it, because it's like, do I get up? Do I try to go outside and get some fresh air? Do I go out on the porch? Do I sit? Do I try to? What do I do? And it's like, because nobody's coming to my rescue. I have to do this on my own. I have to calm the fuck down. And I'm thinking to myself, I gotta, think of something else. And I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? The dog's outside. Raw was on yesterday, and all of a sudden, Raw and SmackDown came to mind, and I started to get pissed. So now, I can't breathe. It's hot and stuffy, and I can't breathe. I'm having a panic attack. I'm hyperventilating, and now I'm getting angry thinking about how stupid Raw and SmackDown are. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, Raw was on yesterday. SmackDown is on today. Oh, NXT is tomorrow. And once I did that, I like calmed the fuck down. I'm like, oh, Adam Cole, baby. I'm thinking this in my head, and the minute I'm thinking Adam Cole, it's like I literally calmed the fuck down. And it was the weirdest thing because, like I said, I literally couldn't breathe, and I had to divert my mind from what I was contemplating. And Adam Cole literally saved my life. Believe me, that's not a joke. I can laugh about it now because we're okay, but it wasn't cool in the moment. But you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna end this story here because I don't really care anymore. I wanted to do a quick clip. I didn't want to do an hour, but you got an hour, so whatever. Whatever, man. Just make me like the guy. No, you got to reverse course. You got to do something to make him interesting. He is not interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Roman Reigns is not interesting. You have to do something to alleviate that problem. It's not working. And that's all I'm going to say. Fuck you.